Hey, we're recording.
I'll stop working.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Don't want to get things mixed up, do we?
No.
All right, everybody, this is Rob.
Over here's Lindsay.
And we are
Anything but vanilla. Hey, we did it together.
Woohoo!
It's amazing. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so
Sponsored
sponsored by. That's so funny for a friend.
All right.
All right, sorry. All right, so we were talking about what we wanted to chat about tonight. And the first thing that came to mind, Rob, what is probably one of the first questions that we get when we meet a new couple person in the lifestyle?
They want to know, how did we get started, or how long we have been in the lifestyle?
Yes, and if you're new to this or thinking about it, just know that question's going to come every time. It's just a curiosity thing, but that's totally okay.
Kind of like, it's the weather, and where do you live, what do you do for a living, your icebreaker.
Exactly.
Kind of
in
thing.
Lifestyle, it ranks right up there with, well, how was your day?
Right.
So we just wanted to talk a little bit about how we got into this, a little bit of our journey early on that's kind of got us here today. So starting back many moons ago. Sorry, that got weird.
Yeah, it got weird.
So it's funny because we now stop with the waves.
You said weird.
We now look back and realize that we were so mentally in the lifestyle and had no idea. So it starts way back before we even got married. We were just two little people dating. No, we were much more serious. But anyway, we had conversations about hall passes because sometimes we both travel for work, or we have conferences and things that we would go to.
But we're on our second marriage.
We are
So we cut
on our
out.
second and
We
last.
quickly went and cut out all the bullshit.
We did, yeah, pretty early on. Like, we do us together. You do you, I do me. Now we do other people. But no, seriously, early on it was, I want you to be able to do and go and experience, which kind of led to our hall passes. So, hey, you know what, Rob, you got the big conference going on next week, and you know what? If you meet someone in the bar, or you get hit on, or circumstances arise, you better enjoy and have fun.
That was the best, I will tell you. I mean, all of those conferences, every single time both of us went away, It was wonderful to have those hall passes. I can't count the number of times that we used that hall pass. Why can't I count the number of times that we used the hall pass?
That's because we didn't. Neither of
us ever used our hall pass.
I'm not saying the instance did not arise. I'm just saying it never got used.
Yeah.
So that was, that's a whole lot to say that, like I said, we realized mentally we've kind of been there for quite a while. This past year.
Well, and then we were at a local piano bar one night. That was fun. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
And so did I.
Yes, I did. All right, so
it was a very short story. There was a woman in this very vanilla bar.
Yes,
that
who
called us over.
Had a thing for what was going on here, and really wanted to play with those and touch and feel. That's what started getting me involved. Anyway, and so it turned out to be a wonderful and makeout session.
So that kind of evolved later on into other discussions. And carry on. I'm sorry. You have a set of notes, and I am here for commentary to throw you off track tonight.
No, so fast forward a good bit. This past year, we're sitting out back by the fire pits. We have what we love is our outdoor living space. So we have fire pit, furniture, TV, all the stuff. So we spend a lot of time out there, but we're sitting out there earlier this summer, and just, short story, I forget what got us started talking about it. We're like, I finally just looked, I said, how do we do this?
Well, and you know what? In between the how do you do this and I think our hall passes and some of the other stuff, we would just drive around the neighborhood seeing who had pineapples, because isn't that what you're supposed to find?
Yeah, you look
And
for
flamingos
pineapples
and the
flamingos
gnomes.
and gnomes.
Like
and
we're looking for people who we don't know.
it was
We're
one
both
of
in
those
IT, and
things.
neither one of us could figure out that there is a whole search engine item out there that could help you.
Until we consulted said search engine.
Who I believe also owns the company that is hosting our video here today.
I did not realize that. All right.
So yeah, no, we consulted the Google. We can say that, I think. And from
not,
there,
they'll tell us.
I'll let you go from there. Go ahead.
So Rob consulted the Google because he is the master of that. And I would say within 45 minutes, we were introduced to and set up on 2 sites, 2 different, I'm going to say dating sites.
Lifestyle dating sites.
Lifestyle dating sites. And within, a couple of days after that, we had our first date set up. So that
with
was
another couple.
Yeah, with another couple. So that was really cool and exciting and totally freaked me out. But we also kept it very, I'm gonna use the word vanilla. Ugh.
Oh,
But
yeah, it was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday. It was like
Afternoon.
2 in the afternoon.
And if you're watching this, I know who you are.
Our very, very first date. They're still good friends of ours. But yeah, it was like 2 in the afternoon. We met at a restaurant, sat outside, weather was great, had some drinks, just talked and chatted. And it was the best, I think, first date I could have had, considering the very first experience in the
I was
lifestyle.
so nervous on my first date. I was just sweating it. I mean, I literally was, it was June, right?
It was.
It was. So we sat down, we had a pineapple
We had a
shot,
pineapple shot.
tequila shot, because, yay, pineapples. And she looked hot AF. And so that we sit down, beautiful couple. They really are.
They are.
Gorgeous couple. And within the first 5 minutes, the husband says something along the lines of, so, can you envision me having sex with your wife? And this is the first time we've been on a date. And I was like, I'm just going to play it cool. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's where I'm supposed to say yes.
Like, it went there.
It went there really quick. I will tell you, I don't think we've had that question that fast again. But then again, They also knew that was our very first date.
Yeah.
So I think they were checking us out to see where we were.
So
that
was the first date.
It was a good experience.
It was.
We went home and had sex.
We sure did.
Took care of things. Then we went out with our vanilla friends 15 minutes later.
We sure did. So that was really good. So that was the first date in the lifestyle. I think our next outing was the meet and greet, right? Did we have a date in between that?
I think we went to a meet and greet. And,
I think our next thing was the meet and greet locally here.
That's where we met the man.
We met man.
And so locally there's a lot of meet and greets here in Atlanta.
We are so fortunate.
We
by
are
the way, I just
very
want to acknowledge
fortunate.
that right now. If you're watching from somewhere that does not have a lifestyle community,
You need to move your
just
ass
move
to Metro Atlanta.
We have some friends moving here next year.
It's important that you move here.
It's a lifestyle. Okay, sorry,
it's a lot
I'm
of fun.
getting off topic.
You are.
Meet and
That got
greets.
weird.
Duh, man. But talk about the meet and greets for a minute. If you are brand new to the lifestyle, you're thinking about it, you're not really sure, find a good meet and greet, especially one that's going to be at a restaurant or just a bar. In this case, it was at an outdoor, a downtown area, shuts down everything, has bands come in and vendors, and it's all outdoors. So completely vanilla setting, families everywhere, but you get to meet your little group of people. And it's a very comfortable, safe, casual environment to be able to meet.
And afterwards, we end up going. You go and take over a local bar. There's karaoke and a band, and it's a lot more intimate, more tuned into lifestyle people that are there,
Yes,
and
yes.
so that you can be a little more open than you were out in that public area.
So I could go over there and make out with the good-looking guy at the bar that I wasn't gonna do in the middle of the parking lot with the families nearby.
So if you're just new and getting into this, meet and greets are awesome. Even if you've been in it for a while and you haven't been to a meet and greet, strongly encourage. They're a lot of fun, and they cost you what you buy for drinks and food that night. And you really connect and have a lot of fun. There's low pressure, low stress.
No pressure at all. Like I said, it's a great way to be able to just.
And we did a
casually
ton
talk.
of those over the summer. So we got in at the right time, I think, and from the time this says timestamp of the year, and we met the right people pretty quick.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Amazing people. Outside of that, I mean, we prefer to do more of the, I guess, couples dating.
We've done couples dating, quite a bit, and we enjoy that's meeting people.
Yeah, we love that part because we get to know these people. We go to dinner, we get drinks, we do whatever, and it's just focused on us and them. It's still completely, low key, low pressure. There's no expectations. No one's going into any dates with expectations.
Yeah.
If they are, they need to tell you ahead of time. You should never, ever, ever, ever sit down and feel like you're being pressured into doing something.
And I've never felt that way with anybody that we've gone out with.
We have met and been fortunate to be
meet
able
some
to
really good people.
meet and go out with some amazing people. So that's kind of led us to where we are here. So we started our Insta account just to be able to have more fun and do more shenanigans, as we like to call it. We're on several Facebook groups that.
So we also, but some of the things we learned though while we're on dates, we had some do's and don'ts, and
I skipped my notes.
she did. So I'm going to keep her on track here. So there was a handful of things that I think we wanted to communicate, and we could probably expand on this for a whole 15 minutes someplace. But there are a few dates that we did go on that we realized we couldn't communicate quietly to one another. And I know a lot of you experienced folks know this already, but code words and cues.
And for us, we have two levels. We have what we call a code orange code word, which is like, let's chat. It's not a no, but let's stop and chat. And then there is
full stop.
Full stop, code red. This isn't happening. So we do have our code words for that now, thanks to a couple of dates.
So I'll give you a funny on this. Like, I thought things were going well. We were at we're meeting a couple. We were at someplace, and I thought they were hitting it off, and it seemed all well. And I looked at her, and I was like, "Hey," and she's like,
"That's not an exaggeration either." I had about 1 second to have him to myself, and that literally was like.
So we had a code word after that.
that developed.
And then we had another nice night with another couple, and things weren't going exactly the way we thought. So I just dropped the red code word because we didn't have the yellow code word at the time. So she's like, "Whoa, I didn't think that was necessary." And I said, "Look, I didn't know what else to say." So now we have we need to talk for a minute code word.
Yeah, there's the let's check in for a second, and then there's the hard stop.
Yeah. So what you're going to get here, we need to talk about this more in another video, but we communicate the hell out of everything.
Oh, yeah.
While we check in with each other, especially early on, I'd say,
verbally and visually, too.
Yeah, verbally and visually. Early on, we were constantly, like, first couple dates, like, always checking. And it's kind of like, okay, well, she's having fun, I'm having fun, I'm over here, she's coming over here, whatever. But we were a little more relaxed, but we still check in from time to time.
Oh yeah.
As we go, even as we're going through.
So.
How's Lieutenant Commander Data doing tonight?
Oh, sound asleep. Our sweet Star Trek dog.
Yeah. All right. This is Lindsay.
And this is Rob.
And we are anything but vanilla. Have a great night. Oh, like and subscribe. We're supposed to say that.
Oh, yeah.
I always hear that in videos. So like and subscribe. And now I'm gonna be a geek.